Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Pentiment. Welcome back to a little Intermezzo in Tirso and Kierso and Tassing. And recently things have been escalating massively. Baron von Rotvogel got murdered, and yeah, we visited his autopsy together with, oh, I forgot his name just now, but we found out he wasn't really stabbed with the dagger or with the little puncture in his chest. No, it was rather a hit on his head by a more massive thing, and he fell on his dagger. So, yeah, the brother Piero seems to be innocent from our perspective, and we're trying to prove that one. However, he had to sneak out, and we have to wait anyways until the next morning to continue. Oh. Bad weather is I guess also getting up, and I can't get that note out of my head. The girl who died and the innocent with her. Oh yeah, we also found that one out. Where was that from actually, about the girls? And yeah, we confronted Mother Cecilia already, right? What could it mean and who wrote it? Or we have to talk about it. Let's have a quick look in the journal, because yeah, Mother Cecilia has some kind of background with him. When was this, by the way? Able to find entrance to the library through the crypt beneath the Abbey. What? I can't even remember that one? Did we find that out? What else is going on? Yeah, this one's done, of course. Occult Hands. Yeah, this Gerhard situation, Widow's Curse. Oh yeah, she hated the Baron. Lucky. Oh yeah, this is just all referring to the Baron. Exactly, there was some misunderstandings. Yeah, we don't have the one clear trail right now. Yeah, anyways, we were trying to have some dinner somewhere, so I guess we have to... Can we quickly talk to the ladies? Maybe they will have dinner with me. I wanted to talk to Cecilia. The ladies, that's probably the wrong word for nuns. But well. Well. Nobody here. I guess we should get going back to the village in the end. Any news over here at the scene of the crime? The scene of the crime is too much. Let's... Lady Salome. Oh! That's supposed to be his wife, I assume. Master Mala, would you care to share supper at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. Oh yeah, definitely, then we have supper with her. My Lady Rotvogel, I would be honored to break bread with you. Oh yeah. Thank you, please sit. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen. I find myself rather out of place here, without the comfort of the Baron. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Mala. Of course, the honor is mine. Yeah, we try to stay. We're staying the sneaky guy, trying to keep the relations to the upper class, to nobility, that might help us sneak us forward somehow. I must admit, I'm surprised you wish to speak with me. Lawrence did not make friends easily. He was a strong-headed man with staunch beliefs he didn't shrink to care. We have to eat something. Let's start with Emmental cheese. Okay. When I was told he found some manner of friendship with an artist, well, I was curious. How did she know? She just arrived? It comforts me to know he found fellowship here at this most unusual abbey. Not that there's much comfort to be found in these cold and dreary alpine towns. Lawrence and I had meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Worms, but... well, return we shall. I'm sorry for your loss, my lady. This sorrow is just for the first of many, I'm afraid. Are you married yourself, Master Marla? She doesn't seem to be, at least like how she's depicted, not to be too sad. But I mean, afraid I can guess. No, and truth be told, I'm not looking too forward to the prospect. Yeah. That is a shame. There are joys to be found in marriage should you care to work for them. Perhaps it's no surprise you and Lawrence became fast friends. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. Yeah, he was kind of a cheater, right? Or like a ladies' man. Oh my. He even gave you one of his pins. He must have been quite fond of you. Ah yeah, good that we're wearing it actually. Rarely have I met someone with such a depth of knowledge and a thirst for debate. His thirsts were not limited of his scholarly pursuits, regrettably. His lust for drink and women once afflicted him with great remorse, though such shame faded with time. Lawrence was a flawed man, his various infidelities here no secret to me. But are we not all flawed before Christ? What is the next thing? Ooh, interesting. I'm not sure, are we flirting? Then I guess the quail. I loved him as a wife should probably love her husband, but I should not say that we were friends. I only hope his appetites are not what led him to his end. She seems to be a quite interesting woman, like very rational about things, and kind of aware of his lifestyle, but also kind of aware of her role in this one. Seems to be my... I don't see her as a suspect. I've been searching for the answers to that quandary myself. Were you and Lawrence so close that you would trouble yourself so? That you would trouble yourself so? My motivation is personal. I'm afraid I can't say no more than that. I see. Well, I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that my husband made his share of enemies. He is a man of many opinions, and he gave them freely to all who would listen, and some who would not. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is perhaps more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Gernot doesn't share Matthias' passion for the written word, yet endures the expense of it. To be put in such a position would make any man unhappy, I understand. I wonder what the will make of Lawrence's gift to the Abbey. Yeah. He had found a book about the history of Tassing. He believed it contained some scandalous details. He said it corroborated fears Father Matthias had expressed, but he didn't share the particulars with me. Do you have a sense of what the scandals involved? Beyond the broad basket of Tassing's history, I cannot say. My understanding is that the community is quite old. Let me get some tea in the meantime. Pardon. I'm sorry, I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. If you find the book, hopefully, if significance will be apparent. It's... not solemnly. Do you plan to stay in Tassing long? Only so long as it takes the Archdeacon to investigate my husband's murder. Though the circumstances of my time here are dire, I'm in no hurry to return. Why is that, if I may ask? I shouldn't, I see a glimmer now of what Lawrence saw in you. You are a disarming man, Master Marla, and much too easy to talk to. To be frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lawrence, I have a son, but he's young yet. I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. Would you like me to elucidate them for you? I studied Imperial Law at Erfurt. Yeah, come on. Ah, thank you, but no. I fear it will only heighten my unease. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Thank you for having me at your table. Be well, Master Mala, and whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. Well, I should get some sleep. That was nice dinner, I guess. And good new connection over here. Can we one more last word? Nope. At Fürstchen, little Fürstchen is like Fürst. It means basically prince. Yeah, not one kind of prince. Head of a principality. And Fürstchen is the little prince, I guess. And her, she's just a servant. Oh, the weather really hasn't changed, but they fixed stuff here. Oh yeah, and this one was flooded in the morning, right? Oh man. A lot of things happening over here in Tassing, so and I'm not recording all at the same time, so sometimes I lose details, but you can always remind me if you want to and let me know what stupidities I'm doing over here on what you guys missing. So far this series hasn't really gotten too much attention, unfortunately, but I'm still of course hopeful that we're gonna end up big with this one as well. Zimmerman's house. No. Locked, right? Yeah, obviously. Where's our Gärtners, right? Henry Schmidt Smithy, he's so much smaller. Oh yeah, okay. Gärtner, yeah. Everybody already asleep, okay. Any news on our desk? I doubt it. Alrighty. Long day. Intense day. We shall see how the next one continues. I think we are back allowed at the Abbey, right? And then probably the Archdeacon arrives, so we can see some more of the story progressing. But nope, of course not. Ursula. Good more. Oh, it's not morning. In the middle of the night, Ursula. What are you doing up here? Strapf. I see. Haha. Would you like to tell me your story? Would that help you sleep? There was once a little girl about your age who was sold with a basket of oranges. This is the Italian story. And the man had to pay rent to the king every year. The cost was 4 baskets of oranges. This was in Italy, of course. You don't even know what an orange is. Anyway, the man's young daughter had hair the same color as yours, same as an orange color. And the man didn't have enough oranges to pay the rent, so he put his daughter in the 4th basket. He covered her with oranges and he sent the baskets to the king. When the king's servants found the little girl, the king told them to raise her as a servant. They called her Arancetta, like a little orange. You don't know Italian, so that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's very cute. Anyway, as the girl grew older, the king's son, the prince, fell in love with her. But the other servants were jealous and they gave her 3 Guffelbu. Anyways, they were happy together. What was that? Okay. Time to get back to work. What's up, Ursula? Andrea. Alrighty, what's up, Clara? Hello, Andreas. It's nice to see you out and about. Morning, Clara. Keeping busy? Oh, if it's not the washing, it's the cooking, the mending, the tidying. Ah, I lose my head if I count it all. And that's before we get out to the wool. Ah, God rest all that wool. The sheep are lambing already? So soon. I know I didn't think you'd notice. We shied the east last week to prepare for the lambing. You remember the bleating, I'm sure. How could you forget? My ears are still ringing. Now the wool's all washed and we've got a pile of spinning to get through before the lambs are born, and will we find the time? That sounds like a lot of work. Surely you have some help? Oh yes, sometimes more than we need. Many of the women in Tassing lend a hand, so it goes quickly. Many hands make light work, eh? Do you enjoy it? You have so many sheep, it sounds laborious. I've never had much of a hands for spinning, so I enjoy the company more than the work. It's rare so many of the women in town are into the same room together. We share recipes, stories, hardships, friendship, you know, and maybe a little bit of gossip or two. Are men allowed to observe? If they don't cause a disruption, I don't see why not, and Johan Bau will be there to keep an eye on things if they do. Oh, Andreas, you should come by. I'd like that, thank you. Everyone will be glad to see you, I'm sure. We meet at Johan Bauer's house. Please come by in the morning or afternoon and speak to Johan. I should get back to my lay bros, but it was lovely to see you, Andreas. Take care. Be well, Clara. Yeah, maybe getting the gossip from the women. Also getting some more insights into the murder case. It seems to be really our motivation. That, yeah, I didn't perceive it like that, but we seem to be big fans of Piero, so apparently we want to really help him. Hey Andreas, nice. Peter, Andreas, Bill Peter, bless you. Yeah, they fixed everything and back at work, interesting. Shall we check in immediately to the spinning event at the Bauers? I guess. Hans? Hi Andreas. How was going, Hans? Keeping busy in the fields? I guess. Do you like it? What? Farming. I never really thought about it. Dad says it has to get done whether I like it or not. What do you think about it then? Uncle Franz said Brigitte might come help with the laundry today. Huh? She's Martin's wife, right? She seems nice. She is nicer than Veronica anyway. I wish Brigitte lived here instead of her. Oh, I said something. What? Until later, Hans. Oh, bye. I have to be careful with that. Johan. Andreas was just wondering when you'd turn up. The gaggle said you'd come to watch them spin. Between you and me, Hetty's not about to let you go once she's got you in her claws. So I hope you've got a few hours to hunker down and get comfortable. I'm happy to spare a few hours. Like, let's get spinning. Hetty'll be glad to hear it. She's got a fondness for you. Heaven knows why. No, I can't let you inside among the unmarried girl. Being unmarried yourself. But you're welcome to watch through one of the windows. You don't need to worry about me. Good. Nothing matters more for a young woman than her reputation, and Eva and Veronica won't be getting a poor one on my watch. Eva and Veronica, huh? Hetty, that idiot never did see trouble. He didn't want to jump in feet first. Veronica, you don't think he's gone to Innsbruck? Yeah. Let's not get too involved here. Immediately. God no, Lord no, Innsbruck got to be small time to the little shit. Got to be small time to the little shit, no? Shit now? Huh? What? Clara, you think he has something more exciting in mind? Ah, Ursula's coming. It's a big world, perhaps he intends to explore it, or escape. That nobleman was just murdered up at the Abbey. Martin picked an awfully convenient time to run off. What? Oh lord. Andreas was friends with the nobleman. Do you think Martin could have... I'm not ruling anyone out just yet. It just doesn't seem like Martin. Martin might be a thief, but I don't think he's a murderer. He's a coward at heart. You think it takes a brave man to commit a murder? Not a brave man, but a bold one. And Martin is not that. He's your problem, Kat. What do you think? Could he have killed the man? She looks really miserable. Mom! This is a matter best left to the proper authorities, not a spinning bee. Imagine being tried by a gaggle of peasant women. That's unkind, Johann. It's the truth, isn't it? Doesn't matter if it hurts your feelings. She's right, Johann, you're being unfair. Yeah, always with the ladies, of course. Remind me, Andreas, whose home are we in? Oh, lay off him, Jonas. Jesus. Andreas, if you're just going to stand around, how about I put you to work? If you're going to gossip with the girls, you might as well spin with them too. On the window, or are we allowed in the end? How does it work? Draft wool from the distaff and twist it tight, then spin the tight yarn onto the spindle. Okay. Once there's enough yarn on the spindle, collect it as the bottom and begin again. Draft, twist, spin, collect, repeat. You'll figure it out. Oh hell. Who's this? Ah, no, here. I've got it. Still don't let me in. Do you know, I took Ursula to play with Greg's daughter the other day. And there was a strange man in the bakery. Was he polite to you? I can't believe Ulrich would stand for anything less. He was very reserved, dark-skinned, quite tall and wearing a tunic. Ah, that must be the guy from Ethiopia, right? He liked the rye bread, I remember. Who's this man? Why am I just now hearing about this? I believe he's staying at the Abbey. It must be Brother Seppat. Brigitte and I saw him walking up there after visiting the shops. He seemed lost. Where is he from? Does he speak German? Lord, I hate being the last to know. She's very interested. Wow, achievement again. You know, I saw Big York talking to that nun again. The young one. Heck, who can blame him? God damn it, Johann. He knows she's trouble. I told him to stay away. She's very pretty, isn't she? In a mean way. Pretty perhaps, but a nun, it is all the same. He knows better. When has it ever stopped Big York from doing anything? We have plenty of pretty girls here in town. My Veronica's not half bad. Mom! Let's not give Andreas any ideas, eh? I'm a master now in spinning. Brigitte has been spending a lot of time at her mother's house lately. Agnes is glad to have her home, and Lucky's always treated her like a daughter, but I can tell they're concerned. Are Brigitte and Martin having trouble, Veronica? That's one word for it. Brigitte does what she can, but nothing pleases Martin. He won't lift a finger for her or Wolf. Martin is really not the best character out here. He's such an asshole, yeah. Well, that's not his business, is it? Women's work and all that. You ever seen him doing much men's work, Dad? Can't say I've ever seen him do much work at all. Perhaps Lucky can talk some sense into Martin. He's always been a devoted husband and father. Lucky Steinauer is the model of what a man should be. Otto, is everyone behaving themselves in here? Oh, it's you. Afternoon, Otto. Come to see anyone special? Hello, Otto. It's good to see you. I heard laughing from the road and you knew you'd all have to be good. I heard laughing from the road and knew you all had to be up to no good in here. And look, there's Andreas. Have you been minding your manners? Old Johan's here a real stickler for propriety. Hand to God, Master Zimmer, not once in my life. Likely story. Don't be so quick to judge, Johann. Andreas carries himself like a man who's caused his share of mischief. That's called confidence, gentlemen. How can you take the pride in a good day's work when all you do is fiddle with your paints? We all know you work hard in the fields, Johann. No need to boast. He works hard other places too. Mom, you've been in town for a few months, Andreas. Got any burning questions you've been meaning to ask? About Tassing. The Anchoress in the church, do you know much about her? Oh, Sister Amalia. You know her, Veronica? We're not your friends or anything, but sometimes she has these fits, you know. And if Father Thomas isn't there and I have time, I'll wait with her until he arrives. Since when? I didn't know anything about this. And here I thought you just adored the church building. You're so funny, Veronica. Don't make it sound weird. Mihat. She's nice and someone should be there when she's in pain, that's all. Father Thomas told me she receives visions from God. She has been blessed by the Lord. I prefer my blessings to come in the form of golden. She's been in Tassing for near 1 decade, hasn't she? Since I was a girl, certainly. We've grown up with her in a way. The women in the maze, it's like something from the take of Knights and Monsters. She's trapped in a box, I don't think there's anything romantic about that. Aren't you a little know-it-all? I didn't realize you were an expert. Come on, Andreas, surely you've got better questions than that. Let's keep on asking about Tassing since with the girls. How have you been weathering the storm? Things have been hard all over the town, especially for the farmers. We haven't the money or labor to spare to do extensive work on our own, so we used to rely on Otto here. But the Abbott's got me fixing all his shit instead. One of the brothers mentioned that Abbott had to replace the scriptorium's roof. At the expense of the rest of the town, he did, yeah. You remember those leaks in our ceiling after the storm? We meant to have Otto fix them, but... And the Abbott's got lucky repairing his walls and defenses instead of ours. Oh, I didn't realize. How else do you think the sheep's got out? That wall has been on the edge of collapsing for seasons now, but look, he's been too busy with Abbey work. Yeah. So we had to have Martin do it, and look how that turned out. It's a shameful business, but then those Abbey types wouldn't know real shame unless it's bit on them on the ass. Even then, they probably wouldn't feel it under all that petting. I don't know about young girls, but I'm sick of this wool. I'm sure we've all got other chores to get to. I'm glad to have that over with. Now I don't have to think about the wool for the whole year. Oh, I was having such a nice time. I certainly learned a lot. Care for an escort home, Eva? I'd like that, yes. Hehehe. I expect everyone will be on their best behavior going home. They always are. Johan, please. Andreas will have... I will see you home for supper. I'll have something to take care of before, but I'll try to make it. This was very illuminating. Thank you all for letting me join you. Thanks for coming by, Andreas. Come back anytime. Unless you come on Abbey business. Don't threaten him with a good time, Johan. Alright. Should find someone to eat with again. Time for supper has come, and we see who we're gonna have it with and what next interesting conversations. Apart from this was fun. We learned how to spin. We had a good chat with the ladies of the village, and I really hope you enjoyed that one too. We've gotten a little bit smarter, especially on Martin and so forth. But I think it's time to head back to the Abbey now and see how we continue. I really hope you like this one. Let me know down in the comments what you think and what you want to see, what your impressions are. Who do you think might be the closest lead, or who's the biggest suspect over here for the murder? Please don't spoil anything, of course, if you have seen this one. But yeah, let me know what's on your mind. And of course, if you haven't yet and you're new to this channel, it would be simply fantastic if you leave me a like and subscription to support me. Thank you very much for this. And then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode where we continue with Andreas here in the Alpine Bavarian lands. Thank you for watching. See you then. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.